Cade York out against the team who drafted him. And he'll get this started from Cleveland. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Throwing on their first play. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack. While the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
It's fielded at the 14. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Looks like he might break it for a minute, but still a good 14 yards on the return. And the Packers will take over possession.
Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 37, he lofts it deep left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Fourth down, here's Love. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
On first down, they'll run. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 6 coming up here. from the 34. That's complete, David Njoku. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and that gives the Browns a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Ready?
Dropping back to throw. He brings it in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Bronco 80. Sack.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Browns take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers finish off their opening drive. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kickback for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Going to the ground again on 1st. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. DJ James with the tackle.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They give it to him again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First down, and they go right back to him. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's 2nd and 7. Finds a man. Deontay Johnson has it. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll run here on first down. Ooh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. They're throwing it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Offense in the hurry up here. To the air with Love. That's caught. Tucker Kraft. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Ready? Go, check. Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Play fake, it's Love. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10, Love trying again. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
60 Bobcat. 19 Lion. 70 Rangers.
Thrown on first down, Love. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Hits his running back. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. It's the Browns, lined up with a 2nd and 8. From the 28. Throw wheeled in by Njoku. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. Check up.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Go.
Throwing from the gun here. This throw is caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll throw it on 1st and goal. He's on the move. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They'll send him up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they were quick.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Back to him again on 3rd and goal. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Yeah.
Throwing it just before halftime. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a lead on the final play of the half. David Njoku, the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Love. This one finds Kelsey. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
They'll start the 2nd half with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you've got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Kelsey makes the catch. On the move, past the 40. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot.
They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Green Bay. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers tie things up at 14. Now he's York to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Let's go now.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Completed to his running back. And this one does not go far.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
From the 33 on 2nd down, he finds Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
60 Eagles, go!
Lone back gets the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
2nd and 13. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll throw it. He's got it over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Trying to push this past the marker. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's a pretty clear plan of attack by the back from the very start. Found the lane quickly, didn't hesitate, knew exactly what he needed to get past the marker.
Another carry for him. He still has room inside the 30. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Back-to-back carries here. Has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now Love. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 19 Lions.
A second down throw here for Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here he is on third and long. Oh, put some heat on this. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down. Love out of the shotgun. Hits him on the in route. And this one doesn't go far. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Love to throw again. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the fourth. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Top 19. Let's go now. Top 60, top 60.
Throwing, Love. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
Third and long for him here. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. They put a receiver in motion here left. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. He gets him 3, and this brings up 2nd and goal.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Packers now trailed by just a point in the 4th. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. On now is York to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set, go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Ready.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Cougar 19, go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And not much doing, he stopped quickly. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throw on third down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that gives the Browns a first. Right up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Ready. Warrior 70. Ready.
Here's second and 11. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here we go, set.
Running this one left. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now.
Come on, set.
Back to the well again. Look at that work, turning those legs, driving across the 15. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns in range for a game-winning score. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10.
Set.
Now a give running right. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Let's go.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9.
Hut, hut.
Setting up to pass. Setting up the screen. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Let's go now.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. With the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal.
Go.
They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go, right up the gut. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right, decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
And his kick is blocked.
I'll tell you this, Kate, if they end up winning this game, there is a game ball in that man's future. Staring potential defeat in the face, he put 52 other dudes right on his back to go get that block and keep it deadlocked.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Another try following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So Shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
19 Lions. 7
Shotgun now for Love. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They get 37 on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
60 Bison. Ready? Check. Hurt. Hey, smash Bronco. Hook.
Completes this one to Gray. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. Set.
Love from the gun. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Come on. Set. Check. Bobcat. Three.
Motion man sent left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Offense up to the line fast. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Back 60. Buffalo 18.
Love now to throw. Forced out to his right. Oh, the football's loose. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Working inside the red zone. And he's made the catch to silence this crowd. It's a touchdown. This game is over. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for Brock Huard, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Packers are your winners. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.